Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Comes to you live from the outskirts of the internet. This is the Gaming Saloon for July 3rd, 2021, with your host, Peacemaker2448 and Rampant Epsilon.
Not July 4th, even though you'll probably be hearing fireworks going off in the background.
I've been hearing fireworks for the last, 3 days, so... I feel like an old man complaining about that.
First.
Yeah.
I had to.
Crap, that is one thing I forgot to actually put on the list.
Oh, the thing I put on the list?
Yeah!
Yeah, I was surprised. I looked back up to be like, surely he put that. No, he didn't. Okay.
I'm stupid. I'm stupid. That's what it is. I'm stupid, and I keep forgetting this thing happens until I get the notifications that it's happening, and I'm like, oh shit.
I have not forgotten, oddly enough. This might be one of the few times that I get to watch more than normal of it.
Yeah, because I guess you got the Monday off to watch it all day.
Actually, I kind of wound up with literally working tomorrow and Saturday. So, yeah. I get literally a chance to, if I decided to be that crazy person, to try to stay up for literally all hours of the day. Could watch 5 days worth of it.
Yeah.
I'm not that crazy person.
For reference, folks, I forgot to put the GDQ schedule, since it starts tomorrow, on the list, but we'll talk about that later.
I mean, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna throw this out there. It's technically listed as my quick draw. Truthfully, it's more of a case of it forgot to make it in the rest of the article, so I was like, screw it, I'll just throw it there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a bonus news thing.
Pretty much, because it's not really just something pertaining to kind of deal.
Mm-hmm. But before we get into the news itself, Tommy, what have you been playing the last couple weeks?
The last week, not really too much kind of deal. Now we're going last couple of weeks, so I think I've been playing Crash 4 within the last couple of weeks. And I kind of want to get back to that one. I got it on the Switch because it actually was on sale at the time.
Yeah, there's stuff I need to get back to and wrap up since I bought stuff on the Steam Summer Sale.
I didn't.
Still going.
I debated on it, and I might still, but I haven't.
I think I'll try to pull up what all I bought. Well, I will not say the things that are on the list to stream. I bought those when available.
I feel like I'm gonna have to follow your mentality there and just pick a day. Be like, yep, we're doing this. Because, yeah, Steam, now Epic.
Yeah.
And then what I've got on the Switch, it's the backlog big again.
Was there a place to look where your recent purchases were?
On Steam?
Yeah.
Question. Also, I literally just thought of the reason why we've probably been having problems with Overcooked 2. I forget to close launchers.
Oh.
I've actually still got Steam and the PS Now app still running.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah. Account details and then purchase it. Right there on the first tab there. I was like, I am pretty sure there's a way to do that. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah.
I also realized that all of the market transactions, all trading cards,
Are also in there? Yeah, I see this.
I'm looking down, I'm like, really?
I think it just tracks your wallet changes, so that's essentially what it goes by. But anything else?
Probably, but I don't remember.
Ah. Well, I picked up the new Mario Golf.
And
It kind of reminds me of the Mario Tennis that came out recently. Probably because it's the same people who made it. Because I'm honestly not sure who made this. Because you have your story mode where you play as one of your Miis and you're just doing various golf things with a plot. And as much as a plot as you can have in a Mario Golf game. There isn't one, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say so. None.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, yeah, golf game.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, really, no. That kind of more boils down to Mario Sports, just in.
Yeah. You have more or less your like quick play stuff. You have the whole roster unlocked off the bat. You don't have to unlock anyone. Which, you do have to unlock all the courses. But you don't have to unlock any characters. You have all of them off the bat.
Huh.
Which, yay! And it's good. It's golf. What's kind of interesting is the speed golf thing that they introduced. So, normally in Mario Golf, it's like normal golf where one person like hits the ball and then another person hits their ball and then you trade off from there. In this case, there's two variations of it. One is everyone shoots at the same time. And since you all have special shots that can affect other people when they land, you can screw people up. But there's also one where you have to run after you shoot your ball to where your ball landed and then shoot it again. And it's more of a time-based thing along with the number of strokes. It's weird, but I kind of like it. But there's not much else to this. It's Mario Golf. I don't know what you were expecting. I would assume they'll do like DLC characters for like online modes and stuff. Or like you do an online mode, you get so many things. You'll get a character like early access, I think, because that's what they did for the tennis, right?
Oh.
I don't remember, but yeah. I also, because it's in the list of things I bought for Steam Summer Sale, Super Dragon Ball Heroes World Mission. More or less, do you know those Japanese arcade games that have all the lights and sounds and numbers and all sorts of things you do with cards? It's that.
Hmm.
It's a game you pretty much just play in the background while you're doing other stuff. And you only pay attention to when the game tells you, hey, spin this card in a circle, or touch this thing, or shake this thing real quick. Because the rest is just numbers. And, hey, did you hit the meter at the right point to beat the other person? It's fine. But the rest of the stuff I picked up... let's see. I got Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition.
Nice.
I got Tales of Zestiria, because I got Tales of Berseria. I still have not played Tales of Berseria, so I'll get around to both of these RPGs eventually. I got Bastion. I got Tempo, or what is it? Tempo, the Badass Elephant, because Game Freak made it, and I would like to own it. Because for reference, Game Freak made that game. I picked up Sunset Overdrive, because Insomniac made that game, and I would like to own it. I picked up Star Wars Republic Commando, which actually has a speedrun at GDQ when I was looking through the schedule the other day. I was like, okay. And I got One Step from Eden, which is the Mega Man Battle Network-like game that is an indie title. Few people I follow have streamed it, so... I also picked up the Hat in Time DLC, the Bloodstained DLC I didn't have, and then the Dicey Dungeons and Bloodstained soundtracks to add to the iTunes playlist for stream music. Yeah, that's all I got off the Steam Summer Sale. Definitively so, I don't think I'm getting anything else off the Steam Summer Sale, to be honest.
Fair. Yay! Oh, crap. Okay, yay because it did what I wanted it to do. Oh, crap because it actually did something else that I didn't want it to do.
Oh no.
What? Right? Exactly. Wait, why did that break? I had that working. Dang it. Dang it.
But I did pick up 3 of the games that are on the list. So I can just do those versions whenever they get there. One of them was Tomb Raider Anniversary, which I'm doing next week, so... Yay! I finally get to play a Tomb Raider game after never playing a Tomb Raider game. I've done the Kazuya DLC. I'm sad I only get to do like a short little Smash stream one more time. Which apparently the last character is coming out this year. Which, for me at least, makes it... I would assume that means it's not going to be announced at the Game Awards because that's too late for it to be released this year. Because I would assume they do announcement trailer, like, character stream, and then release not long after, like they normally do. And the Game Awards are December, right? They're close to December, so like I don't think that's happening. So I would assume it's getting announced sooner, because they said it's coming out this year, definitively.
Wait, what?
What? What did you do?
I'm confused why that broke and then still did its thing.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. Anything else before we hit the news?
I'm just gonna throw that out there. So I had a notification thing set up for the message board app.
Mm-hmm.
I had it working. Completely working. I add the webhook thing to a completely different file. Didn't even touch the file that this is all being ran through for the notification, and now the notifications are broken. I'm confused because I don't get that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's just deciding it doesn't want to cooperate. But shall we hit the news?
I guess.
All right, first up. So, in the ever-growing list that apparently Game Informer has of video game to movie or television media projects, Final Fantasy IX is apparently becoming a TV series. It's being developed by the French studio Cyber Group, with Square Enix involved. They're going to begin production end of this year, or the beginning of next year. And I guess we'll see this in like 2 years-ish, probably. So yeah, how excited are you for a Final Fantasy IX TV series? Not that excited. But you get to see the kid with the monkey tail go on his adventures with Vivi and everyone else from Final Fantasy IX that I don't know because I only know Vivi, and that's because of Kingdom Hearts. Zidane, that's his name. I blame Dissidia. It's the only reason I know Zidane's name. So yeah, this exists. See you in 2 years. Speaking of TV shows, we have our first look, because the concept art is on an artist's portfolio, for the Sonic Prime series that's coming to Netflix. There's actually more to this in the tweet itself. So we have Sonic in his fancy gloves and fancy shoes, and Tails with, I think he has like jet boots and a jacket with like a wrench and stuff in it. Those look like jet boots, right? On Tails. It's still not cooperating, is it?
No, just... Is it bad that I almost kind of want the Sonic Boom stuff back?
I mean, fair. Then we have...
I feel like where it went so good is it wasn't trying to be Sonic.
Yeah.
It was just like, yeah, we know the stuff we're tied to is not the most well received. Screw it, we're doing our own thing.
We also have Sonic doing a Fortnite dance.
Of course.
Sonic being up Dr. Eggman and his family. For some reason. The fuck, Sonic? And then we have Amy as Tarzan? The fuck? That's the thing I have questions about. Because I'm like, alright, Sonic is Sonic. Tails is pretty much Tails. Eggman has family, okay. Why the fuck did Amy run off to the jungle and just become Tarzan?
Oh no.
What?
Oh no. Oh no.
What?
The picture I got on stream. Oh no. Eggman doesn't have a family.
Oh, they're all Eggman? Oh, goody.
They're in multiple dimensions.
Yeah. So we have... So we have Old Man Eggman. We have Teenage Eggman. We have just regular Kid Eggman. And I assume that's Baby Eggman in the background in his rubber duck egg car?
Probably.
Yeah, and then we've got like a jungle thing, a pirate thing, and regular Sonic World, I guess. I guess this would explain why that recent Sonic mobile game had like Pirate Sonic and Pirate Shadow.
Also, this I'm just gonna put this out there. They weren't trying to hide it, and that was immediately why my brain went that direction.
Yeah.
We're following the Sonic Prime.
Yeah.
Which almost makes me wonder, will we see various bonkers off the wall versions of Sonic?
I mean, yes, that's what this should be.
I mean, that's what it should be, but that doesn't mean we'll get it.
I mean, everyone liked Sonic Generations when like old Sonic met new Sonic. What if we just did
Well, I mean, that's because everyone likes old Sonic.
Also, I noticed something weird about Sonic's in the Amy photo.
What?
His gloves are a different color. His gloves have this green, or kind of green, and like the top rim of his shoes are also green. Does he get does this equipment color coordinate for the dimension?
Probably.
That seems unnecessary.
Also, I don't get why we're trying to make a Sonic multiverse.
Because I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And I swear if that's actually the intention they're going and we don't wind up seeing like some kind of a cameo from the Sonic Boom crew, then that would just kind of suck.
What? Here's what's gonna happen. We are secretly going to do what Sonic Forces was supposed to be originally, where it's old Sonic, new Sonic, and Boom Sonic. Now, what would be better is if they didn't just pull from the games.
I mean, fair.
Like Sat AM Sonic, Urkel Sonic, Sonic X, because fuck it.
Why not? I mean...
Look, if we're gonna play with the Sonic multiverse, let's just get referential here. Just do it. Like, yeah, we can do the really out there ones, like a Pirate Sonic or a Jungle Sonic, but let's actually do the material that like people probably want to see. Yeah, we have the show to look forward to at some point next year. We got a quick one. Do you remember when we were supposed to get a Street Fighter Cross Tekken and a Tekken Cross Street Fighter game, and we only got the Street Fighter Cross Tekken game that no one liked? This was like a good solid decade ago at this point.
Well, then.
So finally, after being unconfirmed for years, Tekken Cross Street Fighter is officially dead at 30% completion from when it was initially announced in 2012. So yeah, goodbye Tekken Cross Street Fighter. I assumed it was dead anyway because they just put shit, what is his name? Akuma in the recent Street Fighter, and that was it. And I assume that was just remnants from the project is why they did that. But yeah, it's officially dead. Goodbye. And better news? Question mark. So a lot of people will like the recent Killer Instinct, especially since they've gone kind of tried to turn it into a Smash Brothers like thing for Microsoft, because a bunch of the things they own are in the game, like the Arbiter and Battletoads, and I want to say someone from Gears of War is in it, but I don't remember. But recently, there's been no word on a sequel to Killer Instinct or any updates to Killer Instinct itself. But apparently, Phil Spencer has said, we want to do more with Killer Instinct, but it's not a priority right now, so trademark, stay tuned. I have a bad feeling about this. Because comments about a certain other game we're going to be talking about in a bit make me believe otherwise, to be honest. But how do you feel about Killer Instinct, I guess, being left to tread water?
I mean, I guess it could first.
Yeah, it could be shut down outright, which... yeah. That's happened to a lot of games. But anything else before we get to the other game?
No?
Alright, so Halo Infinite. We've gotten comments and talks about the multiplayer on it. Essentially, Season 1 of it is going to be called Heroes of Reach, because apparently we're going back to Reach, which means I guess they rebuilt stuff on Reach after they deglassed it at whatever point it was in like the end of that ending cutscene of Reach with Halsey narrating it. I don't remember what the year was. I guess we're... yeah. But also they've said that there will be...
it keeps breaking.
But they've also said that Halo's Infinite's multiplayer will have a plot, and it will be evolving over time in its 10-year plan, or whatever the fuck it's supposed to be. But I want to add on to this Phil Spencer also making comments about Halo Infinite being like, no, this is not our make or break for Halo.
Yeah,
And
it kind of is.
yeah. Halo will be around forever. And I'm like, right.
Did we really have to promise that?
Yeah.
I don't mean to be that person, but look at Halo 5. Look at 4's multiplayer.
I mean, look at the reactions Halo 4 got on the multiplayer end, and then 5 on the plot end, and now we're here at Halo Infinite, where it feels like we've jettisoned the plot again in favor of something else entirely. Because we don't want to do a soft reboot of Halo of any kind.
Instead, they should just do a soft reboot.
Yes.
They should take Infinite and be the, I guess for lack of a better term, kind of be the reboot of everything thus far.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything in the Master Chief Collection, be that soft reboot to kind of be like, yeah, so yeah, we're gonna ignore 5 since we know people didn't really like it, and we're just gonna say that we're coming back to 4 and going forward, because that's kind of what's needed at this point.
Also, apparently, new Cortana is being called Cortana Lane. I vote it should be Cortuna. Or just Cortana, because it's just going to be Cortana. It's clearly just a copy of Cortana.
Yep.
Because, once more, Halo Infinite is soft rebooting Halo without telling you we're soft rebooting Halo. Because we have to give Chief back Cortana.
Well, I mean, Halsey's still alive. We can make another Cortana.
I mean, yeah.
That's entirely what happened. That definitely isn't misconstruing what Reach established.
Yeah.
I love how people actually forgot about that with 4, but that actually is a plot hole that it's like, yeah, we're not paying attention, are we?
Look, there's a lot of things the Halo 4 thing screws up, because they also do that change with all the Spartan armors to make them look like 4 armor. Wait, no, that's the opening of 5. My bad. I forgot. That's the opening of 5 that makes all the Spartan armors look like 4's armor.
Too. Because Chief had a different armor at the beginning of 4 than at the end of 3.
Oh yeah, true. I still think that was a stupid decision.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Because it would have been more
had it, since it was a minor armor change, they shouldn't have done it the way they did. They should have done it more of a, you make a detour in the first mission to get your upgrade, so to say.
I think it would have been more impactful if you were stuck with the Halo 3 armor the entire game, so that, you know, when you get to the end of the game and Chief is having the armor took off of him, it's kind of impactful, because here is this big, lumbering, old Mjolnir armor surrounded by all these people in new armor. And you probably do more with the cutscene of them trying to remove it, and maybe the bolts get stuck. And, like, there's dirt coming out of the bolts because it's old.
And, I mean, on top of that, if the logic behind it is, oh, we needed to give him a new armor because we updated the UI. No, Microsoft of all people know better than that. The 360 had, what, 4 iterations of the dashboard?
Yeah.
On the same hardware? It's like, guys, no. That was kind of uncalled for.
Yeah. I also like to point out that Chief is taller than everybody in that shot, including
Yes.
Palmer. Is taller than even the current Spartans, which, now that I think about it, makes it weird that all the Spartans are in scale in like the recent Halo action figure, because they're trying to make them all in scale, and I'm like, wait, no, Chief would be taller than everyone.
Uh-huh. Like a good head and shoulders taller than everyone.
Unless every Spartan figure is a Spartan 2 and not a Spartan 4, but I know no one cares, is the thing.
Fair.
Absolutely no one cares. I'm sure most people are like, they're just different versions of Spartans. Yes. Because the games never get into it, ever. Because a Spartan is a Spartan regardless of who it is. So yeah. Also, is there a caveat with the Halo Infinite multiplayer? Because I watched a video recently talking about Halo Infinite, and it said that the multiplayer was free with Game Pass. And I was like, that's the first I've heard of this.
Oh. Because I could have swore they said that it was free.
Right. Okay, no. The article, the video was just wrong.
Makes sense.
Like, Halo Infinite will be on Game Pass, but you do not have to have Game Pass to play Infinite multiplayer. Because they've been doing all of their new releases day one on Game Pass. So Halo Infinite will be on Game Pass, along with the Halo Infinite multiplayer, but you don't need Game Pass to get it. You can just get it on its own. So yeah. Anything else?
No.
All right, then. One last article on this thing. So, do you have a bunch of GBA cartridges, but no working GBA? And you would like to play them on your PC, but you want to play them legally and not with an emulator? Apparently, someone fixed up a GBA operator, which allows you to play any Game Boy, Game Boy Color, or Game Boy Advance games on your computer. And it has updates, it has save states, it's got cheat support.
So, question.
What?
Wouldn't this technically just be a physical emulator?
Yes. It's also 50 bucks.
Because I'll give it the fact that I see in the article that it's saying one of the key features is the counterfeit cartridge detection.
Mm-hmm.
Except anyone that program would be able to get in there and bypass that.
Right, which means you can't play physical versions of ROM hacks, which exist. Because those are things.
But what I mean is someone could go in and bypass it and still play the bootleg bootleg cartridges.
Right, which I ask why does it need to not play bootlegs? You do realize that those bootleg GBA cartridges are fairly fucking obvious that they're bootlegs. And a lot of them are like essentially ROM hacks of the games. Like I've seen a video about a bunch of different Pokemon bootlegs that are essentially all different ROM hacks or just variations of other games with Pokemon sprites slapped on them. Who wouldn't want to play these? But yeah, this exists. Yay! And that's all the news we have for this week. Not a whole lot.
I mean, to be fair, we technically have one more.
Should we just get into it now?
I mean, we could.
Alright, so technically it's obvious quick draw, but we'll do it now. SGDQ starts tomorrow at 11:30 Eastern with the pre-show. And just for reference, folks, this is a digital event. Again, they are not at a venue. It is all at home once more because COVID, which we are still stuck with after a year and a goddamn half. And I cannot believe I heard the words a year and a half in association with that, but holy fuck, it's been a year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. But we'll run through some of this on the schedule. We actually kick off with Dragon Age Inquisition. I actually would want to see that. Psychonauts, F-Zero GX, Mega Man X, the original Spyro, Kirby Superstar, 007 Nightfire, K-Shoot Mania, fucking Metal Wolf Chaos. Hell yes. Then a daily recap, which I guess is just a thing they're doing, I guess buffer in case things go over.
I've been doing that actually.
Yeah. But I guess it's in there just to be like, we need time to make sure everyone's ready for the next, 12 hours. But then after that, we've got Oracle of Ages and Portable Ops. Let's see. Highlights from Monday. Max Payne 2, Pikmin 3, Nintendogs, of all things. Tiny Toon Adventures, Batman for the NES, Ninja Gaiden for the NES, Ghosts and Goblins, the new one, that Resurrection that came out, All-Star for Brawl, ooh, the complete saga of Star Wars, for Lego Star Wars on the DS, Cave Story 3D, Prime 2, Shadow of the Colossus, Nightmare in Dreamland, Kirby's Dream Collection, Odyssey Talk 2%. I'm not. Do you just collect not the shines?
I mean, technically, you're not wrong.
Right.
It's
but the moon.
It's the shiny MacGuffins. I mean,
right. Is that just you collect the moons that the bird tells you to collect?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. And then daily recap, and then our bonus game is Stop and Swoop from Paper Mario. I feel like I know this category. Oh right, that's the new method they figured out. I forgot about this. They figured out a method to cut the time of Paper Mario in half, and the stop and swap method for Banjo-Kazooie?
It technically still exists in there too.
It's that. It's exactly that. I'm trying to remember this because I remember seeing a video a year ago. What it is you start a Paper Mario, and I think you get to a certain point, and then you swap cartridges to, I think it's Ocarina of Time, and then you play to a certain point in Ocarina of Time, and then you immediately do the stop and swap back to Paper Mario, and because of that, it loads in it gets the data to a certain point that allows you to skip like a huge portion of the game. So it like annihilated like all the times for Paper Mario with this one method. Like we are talking, I think it's like a couple, I think it's a good solid like 30-40 minute time save accomplishing this. It's a little tricky because like, you know, you got to do the whole like cartridge out, cartridge in, but it works. See, DMC 5 Special Edition with Virgil and Bayonetta. The Penumbra trilogy is kicking off Tuesday. Yoshi Story, Bloodstain, Dawn of Sorrow, Castlevania 64, Castlevania Bloodlines, big old Castlevania block. Holy shit. Some Battletoads, some Lana Remake, some Dishonored, Horizon Zero Dawn, GTA 3 as a bonus game. I don't think I've seen GTA 3 run. I've seen Vice City, but I don't think I've seen 3. Snake Eater HD on European Extreme. Now, I know from a video back a while back about just Metal Gear Solid in general that 3 has some stupid looking things in it for speedrun. But I only saw like the smallest clip of it, and I'm like, I want to see more. Then daily recap, and then Resident Evil 7, 80% new game easy race, and then Dead Space ends off Tuesday. Wednesday is Little Nightmares 2, Republic Commando, Earthworm Jim on the SNES, Golden Sun: The Lost Age, Wii Virtual Console. I didn't see this. Fucking GeoGuessr. Perfect score. Who suggested this? What? Fucking GeoGuessr? Okay. Ratchet and Clank into Nexus, New Game Plus, Crash 4, a bonus game of Hitman 3, the Trilogy campaign on SASO Professional, Ghost Runner, Mass Effect 2, New Game Plus with DLC, which, have they ever ran a Mass Effect before? I don't think anyone's ran a Mass Effect before at GDQ.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I am really interested in that, especially with like what DLCs they're doing for 2, because only some of there's a couple DLCs that would be that you'd run, but don't know if they run all of it. But then daily recap, but then Majora's Mask 100%, no source requirement. I don't know what that means.
I actually don't either. I feel like I'd seen it somewhere, but I don't remember right offhand.
Oh, you can get items by any means necessary. You don't have to get the item from where you're supposed to get it. So if you can rip every item out of your pocket through means of glitches, you can do that because you're allowed to. So that's good to know. And then Untitled Goose Game Co-op. And then kicking off Thursday, Fight Crab, which is that the crab fighting game I've seen like Doc and them? Yes, it is. Okay, good. Yeah, it is. Let's see, I Am Fish. Oh my god, they're doing another Zelda CDI. Oh god, they're doing Link Faces of Evil. Why? This must be Awful Block. This must be Awful Block. Because yeah, I believe Arabian Nights has been here before. Need for Speed, Porsche Unleashed. all tracks Moby Dick. Okay, that's is that a difficulty setting? Tomb Raider Anniversary, X-Men 2 Clone Wars. Sonic Colors on the DS. Sonic 3D Blast, Sonic CD, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, with a bit war of Hero versus Dark. I honestly don't know which would be faster. They would be about equal, wouldn't they? Because I think they have the same amount of levels, like equivalent levels. So I wouldn't think one would be faster than the other. We also have Outer Wilds on PC. They're doing another raid run with Deepstone Crypt for Destiny 2. Vanquished, 80% casual with DLC. Doom Eternal, the 2 DLCs. And then a black and white Pokemon race. Then daily recap, and then a bonus game of just regular old Halo 2. And 360 Halo 2, not even Master Chief Collection 2.
Huh.
I wonder if that's changed any of the speedruns for the Halo games.
I feel like it hasn't. Mainly because it doesn't feel like anything's really changed.
It's just kind of an accessibility thing of just like, oh, hey, more people have access to this because it's just on PC.
Yeah.
All right, Friday. Mega Man 2. Evergate. I want to be the knight in shining armor. That feels like one of those dumb, stupid, hard platformer games. Mario Brothers 2, all levels, all stars on SNES. Streets of Rage 4, Astro's Playroom. People love Astro's Playroom. People really love that pack-in PlayStation 4 and 5 or PlayStation 5 game. Black Mesa, Half-Life Opposing Forces, Celeste Custom Maps, a TAS of Sonic Heroes, Breath of the Wild, all dungeons, a bonus game 5 of My Finale? 3 houses as a house bid war. I really want to watch that. Fortunately, that is an hour after I start streaming. Damn it! And daily recap, and then the Bishi Bishi on arcade. Saturday, we've got SpongeBob Truth or Square, Mega Man X2, Batman on Genesis, Quackshot starting Donald Duck on Genesis, Rayman on PlayStation 1, Donkey Kong Country 3, Super Meat Boy Forever, Pokemon Emerald, Bowser's Fury 80%, Mario Kart 64, 150cc All Cups, Super Metroid 100% Race, Super Mario 64 70-star Blindfolded, Dark Souls 3 80% Glitches. Bonus Game 6 is the remake of Demon Souls on 80% current patch. And Super Mario Bros. 3 it's a warpless co-op. And to end the marathon, KH2 Final Mix Critical Mode 80%. I saw that the other day when I looked at the schedule. I'm like, holy shit, KH2 ends the marathon. Hell yeah. So yeah, that is some of the highlights of the schedule. Bear in mind, GDQ goes every hour for the whole week, so there's more there if you're crazy enough to watch everything. But shall we hit releases then?
I mean, I guess we probably.
We actually have a decent amount on the back end.
Yeah, no.
So, kicking off on the 4th it's Super Archer for Switch. On the 5th, My Little Fruit Juice Boost for the Switch, and Rubik's Roller for Switch. On the 6th, A Plague Tale's Innocence for Xbox X, or for Series X, PlayStation 5, and Switch. Indigo 7, Quest for Love for PlayStation 4 and 5. Silver Case 2425 for PlayStation 4 and Switch. The Sisters Party of the Year for PlayStation 4 and Switch. Watch Dogs Legion and Bloodlines for Xbox One, Series X, PlayStation 4 and 5. And yes, 9 Bonstrom Nox for Switch. On the 7th, Blitz Breaker for Switch, Marble Rush for Switch, and Ruvato Original Complex for Switch. On the 8th, Aria Chronicle for Switch, Beauty Bounce for Switch, Boomerang X for Switch, Crash Drive 3 for Xbox One, Series X, PlayStation 4 and 5, and Switch. Heart of the Woods for Xbox One, Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. Indigo 7 Quest for Love for Xbox One, Series X, and Switch. Infinite Golf 2 for Switch. Masagoro for Switch. Monument for Switch. My Mate for Switch. And Sniper Elite VR for PlayStation 4. On the 9th, by Q, Hundreds of Melodies for Switch. Beasts of Maryville Island for Xbox One. Blue Fire for Xbox One. Connect Brick for Switch. Fantasy Cards for Switch. Imagine Earths for Xbox One and Series X. Monster Hunter 2 Stories Wings of Ruin for Switch. Mystic Ocean for Xbox One, Police Stories for Xbox One, and Shopping Mall Parking Lot for Switch. On the 10th, Egg Up for Switch. On the 12th, Fates of Orch for Switch. On the 13th, Curved Space for Switch. Where the Heart Lands for PlayStation 4 and 5, and Worms Rumble for Xbox One, Series X, PlayStation 4, 5, and Switch. And on the 14th, Induction for Switch. On the 15th, A Township Tales for Oculus Quest. Fatbarian Testaments of the Primordials for Xbox One. Blastmaster 02 for Xbox One and Series X. Dark Fantasy Jigsaw Puzzle for Switch. Dark Knights with Poe and Munro for Switch. Guild of Darksteel for Switch. Lambs of the Road, The Beginning for Switch. Little Witch Academy of VR Broom Racing for PlayStation 4. Lost at Sea for Series X and PlayStation 5. Macriotes, A Mother's Journey for Switch. Our Battle Has Just Begun Episode 1 for Switch. Rogue Wizards for Switch. Space Jam: A New Legacy, the game for Xbox One and Series X. Streets of Rage 4, Mr. X Nightmare for Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Switch. The Wizard for Switch. And finally, on the 16th, F1 2021 for Xbox One, Series X, PlayStation 4 and 5. Hotline Miami 1 and 2, wrong number for PlayStation 4. Observer, System Redux for Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4 and 5. Legends of Zelda Skyward Sword HD for Switch, and Within the Blade for Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Switch. Which takes us to my quick draw, and I've been working on this the past few days, but I've been trying to get a Shine System effect part made so I can put it on my Shining Assault Hopper. Unfortunately, one of these two things was easier than the other. Would you care to guess which one?
I'm gonna assume the second one was easier.
Yeah.
Mainly because you get points on the first one, and I seem to recall you said points don't work too well.
Oh, yeah. So, I found out that it's really easy to make a pyramid in SolidWorks. Essentially, you make a cube, and then you 3D draw essentially the face of the pyramid. So you kind of just draw a line on like the top of it, on the top of your cube at the center, and then you just have that be the top, and then you do the corners, and then you extrude that face you just made up, and it cuts off all of the cube. You do that 4 times, you've made a pyramid. Do that on the other side, congratulations, you've made a diamond. Very easy. The stand, on the other hand, has been the complicated one, because what I'm trying to do is every Soto figure comes with a stand, and that stand has an arm. So the bottom of this Shine System stand plugs into that arm, because the stand only comes up to like the waist, and this needs to come up to like the center of the back before like the arms stretch out. So I'm trying to get the right measurements for that, and also how far the arm needs to come out for the crystal to mount onto. Because initially I was going to do it as a slot, and then I realized, wait, I should do this as a peg because it gives me more rotational movement. So figuring that out, trying to get my right measurements for the holes so everything plugs in. Right now, the last one I didn't really plug in together with like the crystal onto the stand. So, poo. I think I fixed that. This is like the 4th different version of this stand at this point in terms of links and stuff. So maybe when I get to print this next week, it will actually work. And then I get the fun part of putting 7 more arms on this. Because there's 8 crystals in the shine system. Well, as a standard. I actually looked at footage and counted the crystals. There should be 8. There's probably more than that in some scenes, but I figured 8 was the standard loadout. And what I'm essentially trying to do is make kind of like a circle behind the figure of them, even though that's not how they're presented sometimes. I think when they initially debuted, they're actually a ring around the figure. But that would make me have to make a ring that fits around the figure, and I have to plug the crystals onto them. And I don't think that would look good. So I'm going for a ring behind the figure and hoping that, like, if I can get the arms just right, the figure actually covers up most of the armature. And because I have a blue acrylic paint marker bookmarked on Amazon, once I get this all done, if I paint all the crystals the blue, because it's kind of the proper blue for this, it should look just right, and you'll be drawn more to the crystals than the black of the stand, because all this is being printed in black. And I can actually throw you the marker. That's the marker I found. Because it's like a lightish blue is what the crystals are. So it's kind of a like the closest I could find of the stuff I use. But granted, their crystals, they're supposed to be kind of clear, although they don't really look clear in the footage and stuff. So I'm just gonna assume like the texture of how my printer prints will like give it that kind of like, will give it the kind of texture it should have.
Hopefully.
Or at least something that doesn't look perfectly flat. But as soon as I finish this, I'm going to probably take a break and then go back to the bow and finally finish the bow. Because now that I figured out how to do a 3D sketch in SolidWorks, I think I can make the bow work. Assumingly. It'll probably take like 3 tries to get the proper dimensions on it, but I can get the bow to work. But that is what I've been working on the last few days. But anything else?
I can't think of it.
Alright then, tomorrow it's our final look at Beast Wars. And I'll also have to actually get all the stuff ready for this next week. Because we're moving over to the movies, and I should also make sure I get that on the schedule so we know which movies we're looking at first. Because I'm probably just going to put them all up on the drive first. So, yay! That, and then next Thursday, I am doing Tomb Raider Anniversary. Next Friday will be us continuing Overcooked 2. And then next Saturday will be a thing.
Awesome.
Yep. And then next Sunday, we kick off some Rider movies to stall as we await Chow Factory to announce when we're getting Ryuki so we can plan for it. But anywho, if you like what you're seeing, drop a follow. Really appreciate it. Chipping away at that affiliate goal. At TeachZone on Twitter. Get you updates when we go live. Next mention point Discord and check his Discord link. Bye. Say hi. See you tomorrow, folks.